Hey, what is going on everybody? I've got a full day of eating lined up for you, but before that remember to hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe below for more nonsense. So if you live in the UK in August, you've been able to get half price food if you eat in. This is a ridiculous once in a lifetime opportunity that I've really taken advantage of. And it got me thinking, can I make eating out work on a bodybuilding diet? So splitting it into three things, can I make it fit my macros and hit calories? Can I mostly hit whole foods? And can I keep it affordable? So for one whole day, I tried to find out. I'll be matching my meals in terms of calories and macros between what I usually have and what I'm eating out. So I'm in a 2-week turbo bulk at the moment, so I'm eating in a 400 calorie surplus. I try to keep my choices as whole as possible and keep my costs as low as possible. So without further ado, here's how I got on. Now I usually have a bowl of oats as pre-workout consisting of oats, obviously, peanut butter and honey. So it's pretty balanced in terms of macros and gives me the energy I need for my workout without the bloating. So my eat out substitution took me to my local Wetherspoons, which just feels plain weird in the morning. But maybe even weirder is that I went and ordered porridge in a spoons. But maybe I spoke too soon because it looked amazing. The banana and honey was a solid combo here, but it was way higher in the carbs than my usual bowl of oats. All in all though, I surprisingly enjoyed it. This is because I had super low expectations at the start, but more so because it cost £1.95 all in with a coffee, which has my pre-workout for my gym session coming up in a sec. Gym session time now, and it was a push workout for me. So my workouts at the moment are tailored to suit muscle growth or hypertrophy at the moment, where I place emphasis on time under tension and a full range of motion, lifting at about 8 to 15 reps per set. Firstly, you can see I'm hitting bench press, which has been a big miss during lockdown for me. I'm not two plating here, by the way, those are 15s. But nonetheless, I'm hitting 80 kilos, which is all right for the rep range. Next up is some overhead press, becoming my favorite compound at the moment. I squeeze my butt to initiate the lift, lifting in a straight line and slowly lowering. Finishing off the shoulder work now with some dumbbell lateral raises. These are really key for emphasizing that V-tapered physique. So I'm only using 10s here, but I'm going to 15 reps, keeping the reps nice and high on this one. One of my favorite chest finishers now, supersetting push presses with flies. This combines a mega stretch with a mega squeeze, although I think I could have stretched a bit better on the fly section. Some tricep rope push downs to finish off, butt out, chest out gang here, and that's a wrap. Time to get some food. Now I usually have a bowl of rice, pork, egg and various veg after a workout. This in the morning made it quite difficult to find out. However, I managed to get to Wagamama for 11:30 for a kind of ricey dish. I got sucked in very quickly and bought a juice for some reason, but it looked and tasted great. I ordered a chicken teriyaki donburi food, which is hiding about 1 kilo of rice underneath the light looking surface. The carbs in this meal were completely off the scale though, nearly 3 times as much as I'd usually have post workout. However, completely worth it and not a basic bitch katsu curry, so I think I've done well. So after this, I cycled into central London, especially to find a Nando's that was actually open for eating. I mean, how could I pass the opportunity to get half price ultimate gym bro meal over my usual tuna salad? Unfortunately, my hopes and dreams were scuppered. Update, so it seems Nando's is so busy for Eat Out to help out. Even at just gone 3 o'clock, I thought it'd be quiet, a bit of a dead spot, but there's an hour wait for a table, so I think I'm gonna think on my feet, give you an update when I found somewhere. I was impatient and hungry in the end, so settled for a Paul, which is a bougie French bakery chain, and bought the most bougie ham and cheese baguette ever. And it genuinely tasted as good as it looked, you know. However, this was the moment I realised I was pretty short on protein there. there was nowhere near the same amount I would usually have for lunch. So I jumped on the tube home in search of a sort of snack of sorts. Lunch part 2 really. I found myself in Costa mainly because it was just outside the station. But I ordered this tuna melt panini, and pretty macro friendly for a coffee shop sandwich, and delicious I'd say. On reflection though, I think I should have compared the Costa tuna panini to my tuna salad, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what my snack calories look like. Usually formed of cookies, fruit, and maybe more oats to fill in the gaps between meals. So on this 2-week turbo bulk, I've tended to keep my meals constant, but just increase snacks. I don't think there's a right or wrong way of doing it, but as long as you're not smashing a load of surplus calories at the end of the day, I think you'll be fine. About an hour later, it was time for dinner. I usually have a meal leaning towards fats, for example this fajita bowl with cheese. But talking about this now, I think I should have gone to tortilla for a burrito, but for the call of half-price pizza, it was way too tempting to turn down. I chose Franco Manco, which is a Neapolitan style place that is already pretty cheap before discount, you know. Geez, I'm already getting hungry again watching this back. It looks so dreamy. I'm here with my housemate. We've both been rinsing the Eat Out to Help Out offer so much. Anyway, the pizza tasted ridiculously good, as you can see from that approval face. I think I went way over my carbs and calories for this, but it was totally worth it. And going back to that price thing, £6.50 for a large pizza and a Coke was silly cheap. And there we go, what a day. I managed to run my bodybuilding diet eating out for just under £25. So I usually spend about £7-8 a day on my meals at home, but I don't think it was ever going to be close unless I ate McDonald's for the whole day. Could be a video idea. In terms of calories, I went 269 over my bulking calories. It was heavily skewed towards carbs, but somehow protein and fats were actually bang on. I think without the juice I had at Wagamama, I would have been pretty much on my target. So that's a mark down for basic Lawrence there. Lastly, in terms of eating mostly whole foods, I only really managed to hit it on pre-workout spoons porridge and post-workout Wagamama donburi. As I said earlier, I usually aim for at least 80% of my calories to come from whole ingredients, mainly from a sort of biological ancestral point of view. Going back to my initial thoughts, yes, you can make eating out on a bodybuilding diet work. I think it mostly boils down to good planning of places and good intuition of foods you pick at places to align with your goals. Anyway, this has been a really fun video to make, basically eating out for the day at my favourite places. So I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I've enjoyed making it. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.